President Trump is undertaking the first foreign trip of his presidency, not long after his first 100 days in office. The eyes of the world are on him, as well as the eyes of many Americans who voted for him in the hopes of refocusing America's priorities from issues abroad to issues at home. The president is traveling to 5 countries in 9 days, a usual schedule for Trump, known for his high energy and breakneck pace. Along the way, he's met with dozens of world leaders, made bold statements, and visited some of the holiest sites of the world's religions. But the mainstream media seems to have missed all of that. Let's take a look at their coverage of the trip thus far. In Saudi Arabia, Trump delivered a speech that few thought possible only a few months ago. They used to say only Nixon could go to China. Now they're saying only Trump could go to Saudi. In Riyadh, President Trump called the leaders of the Arab world together and in one room delivered a speech to them challenging the nations of the Middle East to stand up and drive out violent ideological extremism from their countries. But the media didn't focus on that historic speech. Instead, they decided to focus their attention on the fact that Trump decided not to use his specific phrase, radical Islamic terrorism, in the speech. Trump, of course, has used the phrase many times, including the inaugural address. Next, President Trump visited Israel. There, he became the first sitting U.S. president to visit the Western Wall, one of the holiest sites in the country. Instead of focusing on this historic event, voices in the mainstream focused on what they considered the real news of the day, whether or not President Trump and the First Lady were holding hands.
As the first couple just stepped off a plane in Israel hours ago, and there may be no peace in the Middle East between the two of them. In a rare move, he went to hold her hand, which she apparently slapped away.
Today, President Trump traveled to the Vatican to meet Pope Francis. The media decided instead to make light of a photo sent round the world that the Pope was not smiling as he met the president. Benji Sarlin, political reporter for NBC News, decided to crack jokes at the president and the leader of the Catholic faith. The Toronto Star and Voice of America reported that Pope Francis was unsmiling as he met Trump. Here's the only problem: it's fake news. The photo was snapped a moment before the group was ready for the picture, but that was enough for the media party to run with it. There are, in fact, lots of photos of Pope Francis smiling as he met President Trump and the First Family in Rome. Actually, there's one more photo I wanted to share from the president's trip to the Vatican today, and I'll leave you with this. It's safe to say you won't see this on CNN. Jack Posobiec, your Washington Bureau Chief, Rebel Media. Get all the updates on Trump's trip abroad. Click like and subscribe to The Rebel.